An anime about ping pong has no right being this good. Right off the bat, I'm begging you guys, please go watch Ping Pong the animation. It's only 11 episodes long, and it's honestly one of the best stories about sports and life in general that I've ever seen. It's also deceptively beautiful with its art style and animation. At first glance, you might think it's ugly and not even give the anime a chance. But this is a Masaki Yuasa project, and I know what he's capable of. So if you just give him a chance, you can see how expressive this anime is. And here, that style perfectly captures the raw emotions of the story. First things first, I'm not a recap YouTuber who goes beat for beat of the entire plot, but I will be talking about the characters and what makes this show so great. So I'm going to be spoiling the plot a little bit, but I'm not going to tell the entire story. Just so if you haven't watched this and you're watching this video, you can still enjoy the anime and just go along for the ride because it's a freaking good ride. I grew up playing team sports like basketball and soccer. Was I any good? Not really. I wasn't that athletic. But the thing is, I had teammates who could carry me, so even if I played poorly, we could still win. And on the flip side, my teammates could have the best game of their lives, but we might still lose because of me. That's the thing about team sports. You can lean on each other, cover each other's weaknesses, and still find a way to win. You're never truly alone out there. In Ping Pong the animation, it's the complete opposite. This is a solo sport. There are no teammates to hide behind, there's no one to cover your weaknesses, it's just you, your opponent, and everything you bring to the table. Your strengths, your doubts, your dreams, and your flaws. That's what makes this show so good. It dives into the personality of all these players, showing how each one approaches the game differently. Some are driven, some play to kill time, some just for fun, and some because they love it with everything they've got. The story follows two childhood friends, Smile and Peko, and their journey through the world of competitive table tennis. While they're the main focus, what makes this story shine is how it fleshes out other players. The side characters aren't just side characters. Each one feels like the main character of their own ping pong journey. Some of those journeys end happily, and some don't. And for me, that's what makes this show so great. It dives deep into the world of individual sports, exploring each player's personality, mentality, and skill level, while circling around the age-old question, does hard work beat natural talent? Let's start with Sakuma. He grew up with Smile and Peko, played at the same club, and always looked up to Peko. But Peko was so naturally good that Sakuma could never beat him. Peko crushed him again and again, trash-talking while doing it, and Sakuma became obsessed with closing that gap. After losing 94 games and only winning 24 against Peko, Sakuma doubled down. He trained relentlessly for years, joining the powerhouse Kaio team with its elite players, coaches, and equipment, and finally, he got his chance to prove himself against Peko at the Inter-High preliminaries. Knowing Peko's style, aggressive, up close, and fast, Sakuma stayed back, lobbing every smash right back at him. It was a perfect defensive strategy, and it worked. He outlasted Peko and beat him. At first, Sakuma seemed like the ultimate proof that hard work really does beat talent, but not really. Riding high off that victory, Sakuma grew frustrated with Kazuma, the team captain, who still was pushing to get Smile recruited onto Kaio's team. To Sakuma, Kaio already had top-level players like him who trained endlessly and proved themselves. So why chase after Smile? Why act like the team wasn't already enough? Fueled by pride, ego, and the need to prove himself, Sakuma skipped practice and challenged Smile, even though he knew it was against the rules and it could cost him a spot in this team. Smile accepted the challenge without hesitation. Confident in his years of hard work, Sakuma stepped up and got crushed. Skunked the first game, 11-2 in the second. To Sakuma, it didn't make any sense. He'd given everything to this sport. He practiced harder than anyone. He read every book about ping pong, he thought about it all day, he dreamt about it at night, he poured his blood, sweat, and tears into this. Hard work was supposed to be the answer. So why did he lose? That's when Smile delivered the words that broke him. He just didn't have the natural talent for ping pong. Hard work does indeed beat talent, but only if talent doesn't work hard. Because if talent does work hard, we get Smile. Smile grew up learning the game from Peko. While Peko was flashy and full of personality at the table, Smile was more precise and technical. Over the years, Smile started to become cold and detached from emotion. That paired with his calculated playstyle earned him the nickname Robot. Smile lacked confidence in himself. He was bullied as a kid and would often get stuffed in a locker. This confined space became his safe space, where he felt like no one could hurt him, and he started to do the same with his emotions. For a guy nicknamed Smile, he doesn't really smile too often. He doesn't open up to anyone and really is just going through the motion, living life on autopilot, waiting for this mysterious hero to come save him. When he gets to high school, the coach, Koizumi, immediately sees that Smile isn't living up to his potential. He has a talent, and if Koizumi could just make him work hard and push Smile enough, he could be the best. So Koizumi pushes him to train harder, refine his talent, and unlock the incredible skill hiding underneath. And it works. Smile becomes an embodiment of what happens when natural talent finally commits to hard work. By all accounts, he should be unstoppable. But even with all of that, something's missing. Passion, the fire to actually want to win. That lack of drive means Smile never pushes himself past his limits. Winning or losing doesn't matter much to him. He says it over and over again throughout the show. Ping pong isn't everything. For him, it's just a way to pass time. Something to do while waiting for this hero to come back. What we learn is hard work beats talent only when talent doesn't work. But hard work and talent together can only get you so far if you don't have drive and passion. Which brings us to Peko. Peko is introduced as a loudmouth, brash, and naturally talented player. He's the guy who eats whatever he wants, skips practice, trash talks everyone, and still wins because of his raw ability. He truly loves the game, and the joy that he gets from playing ping pong just radiates off of him. But because it comes so easy for him, he never pushes himself. He takes shortcuts, coasts through matches, and just assumes that he's always going to come out on top. And that doesn't last. When he faces China, a transfer student brought to Japan to dominate the competition, Peko is completely outclassed. His raw talent isn't enough to keep up with China's discipline and skill, and for the first time, Peko's easy confidence is shaken. Then comes Sakuma, the rival he always brushed off. As I mentioned before, after years of grinding and training, Sakuma finally beats Peko and exposes how far he's fallen behind. Those two losses crush him. The kid who's always relied on talent alone, who never took practice seriously, suddenly quits. He skips out on the sport entirely, running away from the very thing he once loved. But here's where his journey shifts. After hitting rock bottom, Peko rediscovers why he loved ping pong in the first place. It's actually Sakuma, the rival who once obsessed over beating him, who reminds Peko not to give up on the sport. Then Obaba, the old woman who runs the local ping pong hall, takes him under her wing and retrains him from the ground up. For the first time in his life, he starts training seriously, and when that natural talent is paired with real effort, something incredible happens. Peko evolves. He evolves from the cocky kid who coasted on skill into the hero of the story, the one who reminds everyone, including himself, why they started playing in the first place. If Sakuma is passion without talent, and Smile is talent without passion, then Peko is a balance of all three: passion, talent, and hard work coming together. These three aren't the only characters that go through full arcs and teach us something. Like I said before, each character is going through their own personal journey, and for the sake of not making this video super long, I just want to give some honorable mentions. Kazuma is the best player not only on Kaio Academy, but in general. He goes to nationals each year, has sponsorships, and is loved by many. Through his story, we see the weight of being the best, and the struggles he goes through not only physically, but mentally and emotionally as well, to stay the best. And then there's China. That's not really his name, they just call him China because he's Chinese. But he's brought over to Japan with the pressure representing his country. He's expected to win every single match to prove himself to return to China. But when he loses, he's quickly discarded, treated like he's nothing. His arc is about rejection, resilience, and learning to find a place where he truly belongs. Lastly, my favorite side character is Agami. He was a senior at the start of the anime and wanted nothing more than to make nationals his last year. But he goes against Smile and gets wrecked. With ping pong being over, he decides he has to go find something else. He's never the main focus, but we get glimpses of him throughout the anime. He works at the beach, goes to the mountain, and travels abroad. He's searching and searching, trying to find himself, but nothing fills this hole inside of him. At the very end, he goes to spectate the Inter-High tournament and realizes that he loves ping pong. Sometimes you don't have to be especially great at something or even make it your career in order to love and continue to do it. Agami's journey is my favorite because it shows that even if you're not particularly good at something, that shouldn't stop you from enjoying it. That's the magic of Ping Pong the animation. Every character feels like the main character of their own story. Some find victory, others don't, but all of them feel real, and all of them can teach us something. On top of that, the show itself is just stunning. The animation is wild and expressive, and the pacing is tight. The voice acting is fantastic in both sub and dub, and being a Masaki Yuasa project, you know that when the climax comes, it's gonna go all out. I was literally in my bed cheering them on, hoping that Smile's hero can finally come save him. And throughout this video, I've said the word hero a lot, and this whole hero theme, it's one of the best parts of the show. I just don't want to get into it here because honestly, it could be its own video. So if you want me to dive deeper into it, let me know in the comments below. But yeah, it's just a great show. My cousin actually recommended this to me years ago and told me it was the most popular anime in the competitive Smash scene, and I totally get it. The grind, the mentality, the solo sport journey, it all mirrors what Smash players go through. Ping Pong the animation is one of the best sports anime I've ever seen, and honestly, just one of the best anime, period. It's sharp, emotional, and it's honest about what it means to push yourself, to fail, to find joy, and to keep going. If you haven't seen it, go watch it, then come back and tell me what you think. If you like this video, then please leave a like, subscribe, you know what to do. It helps me out. And that's pretty much it, so peace.